Well, hi. Well, today I'm going to be making some whipped coconut oil. And it's a little bit of a learning experience for both of us because I normally just whipped shea butter that might have a little coconut oil in it with some other oils. So it should be a learning experience for both of us. But this is how I learn stuff. I just decide, well, no, I'm going to do this, and I do it. I have my hair up because I'm using a mixer. That's just what I do. I have an apron on because anytime you work with oils, they can go crazy. So I would, say, here, I'll show you. Do like I've done and kind of like cleared off the area. I'm using my hand mixer because it's easier to clean off. I have a good bowl and I have a wooden spoon which I will be scraping the rest. This is left over from just making some raw shea butter with coconut oil in it, which turned out fine, but I want to use just coconut oil. So I start by making sure a nice lady gives me a lot of jelly, so I'm going to be giving her back one filled up with the rest of her one jelly jar, and I'm going to be telling her I'm keeping a couple of them. I have washed them and also put a little just plain old-fashioned rubbing alcohol in them. Just a little teeny bit. I put the lids on, shook it up, threw it in the sink, and they've off-gassed now so that there's no alcohol smell. There might be just a little left in one here. And then I've decided what else. I'm going to be putting some jojoba oil. I like it. You put about 8 to 10 drops a cup, so I'm going to have to figure that measurement out. I'm going to be putting about the same amount, or maybe a little bit more, of vitamin E. I always put vitamin E in everything I make. The reason why I'm whipping it is if you ever get it, it's really hard. And I have to dig to get some out, and I don't like the feel of it, being jammed underneath my nails. I do like the feel of it on my skin, but not the... So I'm going to whip it in hopes that it's like easy to put on. So I'm going to have to do some math here, and I'm not going to be running my camera. I'm going to be doing this off and on throughout the filming because, like I said, oils can get a little crazy at times. So I'll keep you informed as we go, and I'll be telling you how long it takes at different stages. So I'm going to figure out the math on this as to how much jojoba oil and vitamin E oil. Oh, and if you're worried about it staying good or anything, you can put tea tree oil. And I bought all of these essential oils at a place called Vitamin Cottage. It's a lot like a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. So let me do the math and we'll get back to the next step. Well, I've gotten it all in. It took a little bit of elbow grease actually to get it out of this. I was thinking, if you don't have any containers after you whip it, you could put it right back in it. I think it's going to add some volume to it, so and I may I have another clean container that I may be using because I had just recently read that if you put castor oil in it, it's really good for people who have T-zones. So I may be making some that my daughter can use as makeup remover, and so I would hold some back and put castor oil in it. I don't want castor oil in mine. So I'm going to get to whipping it. I'm going to get to whipping it, and I'm going to protect the camera by putting it a few feet away. And I will do cut-ins as it starts to whip up. We'll see how it goes. And I'm doing approximately just over 2 cups. So I'll be doing at least 20 drops of each. The jojoba oil, which is just something I like to put in anything I make. And then I'll probably be putting 25 drops in of the vitamin E oil. And if you don't have vitamin E oil, you can just simply use vitamin E caps that you take. It's, same oil. I don't know how many you would use for that. I'd probably put like 10 in. Well, I'll get back to you. Bye-bye. Well, this is after just not quite 3 minutes. It's already getting great. It's fluffy. It's soft. So I'm going to add in the oils that I want to put in and whip it probably another couple minutes. I'm paranoid. This is just too easy. I'm afraid it's just going to get hard as a rock, when I put it in containers. So let's wait and see. Well, I added in about probably twice as much oil as I would normally put in, and it's just soft and fluffy. So I whipped it for only about another minute and a half, and I'm happy. I mean, this is the way I would expect it to look, so I'm going to call it good and start putting it in some jars and see how it does. Get back to you. Well, I put it in, and it's just, it's really soft and smooth. I hope it stays that way. And so I ended up with 2 of these and a little bit in one. I just got through rubbing some of my hands. It's just delightful. So I've taken and put everything in really hot water because I want to save these jars, especially this one because it's glass. I scraped the bowl good, and I'm definitely have to clean off the mixer. So all in all, that was just too easy to do. So I'll have to see how it is tomorrow. But I rubbed some of my hands, and it's just delightful. It's just soft and fluffy. I did put, like I said, a bunch more jojoba oil and vitamin E oil in. But I don't think you can ever have too much vitamin E oil. So it's really easy to apply now. Let's just hope it stays that way. So that's how I learn stuff, is just by, the only thing I would say is make sure your containers are good and clean. I mean, you have to remember, you're going to be putting this in your bathroom or by your bedstand to put, because I would put this on my face before I went to sleep. I would have no problem putting it anywhere. And the smell, even in my kitchen as I talk, is just so delightful because it's coconut. It's really, I like this experiment. So I probably ended up putting, I don't know, drizzle of the jojoba oil and vitamin E oil in it. So there was no drops. And so it still looks like about around 2 cups, 2.5 cups. But it is fluffy, and so, hey, Try it at home. If you like it, I'll report back how I like it, and we can find out if this is the best way to do it. If not, maybe there's another way. So take care. So that's my adventures in coconut oil.